Alright, now it's Labor Day. Monday's bonus day off. So I'm going to utilize that day, at least partially, to finish up this install as much as I can. I've got to measure the dry shaft and get that ordered. That's what the rooster says about it. And also, you know, kind of need to tidy up here a little bit. This is a mess. So I'm going to work on that. You know, as I was cleaning up my workbench here, I start thinking. Well, I think all the time. Anyway, one fella commented recently in my video. He called me a liar. He said Mrs. Heavy Chevy didn't have no YouTube channel. Well, she does. And here's what you got to do. You got to spell it correctly when you search it. It's MRSHEVYSHEVY. You know, a lot of times, a little effort makes us do better. And some of y'all could do a little better. I'm just saying. Before you call a man a liar, you might want to. It reminds me of that passage in the Bible. Take the beam out of your own eye before you take the speck out of somebody else's. So I'm tidying up here. I got the workbench dang near perfect. Remember how a few videos ago I said I couldn't take that back glass out because I couldn't find my music wire? I had put it somewhere where I could find it easy. Well, I just found it. You know, after I bought some more, hanging right there. Hanging right there. Look at that. Alright, I found most of the top of my workbench, so that's good. Put away my tools. Now I can find them again when I need them. Hey, don't forget to support your local hack, Mr. Heavy Chevy. You can, if you could hit the like button, it'd help me out a lot. And subscribe if you haven't. And tell your friends and all that. And take a look how it's spelled. It's spelt wrong. You gotta spell it wrong to get it right. Alright, I found the instructions and read them. I guess I've done that right, mostly. So now I need to set the car down, and I think I gotta trim the hole for the shifter a little bit. Need to get the shifter set up. So let me let the car down. Alrighty. I've got the shifter mocked up here. But it goes through all the gears and everything, but look at that. That's going to be hitting the dash. So I think I need to modify the shifter. I got another one just like it. I was thinking maybe shorten it up and drill 2 new holes, but let me see if I got any others around. Alright. Hear that? I'm walking in flip-flops. I shortened it up. Now I'm going to use this transfer punch right here. Punch a couple holes and drill 2 new holes. I think that's going to work okay. Up my shifter. That's the way it was. And it darn near hit the dash. Now I think we're good. 5th gear right there, come on. And then reverse. Alright, now I got to go down and finalize my transmission mount. Alright, I put almost 3 quarts of tranny fluid in it. Break-in tranny fluid. Supposed to break it in for 500 miles. I can measure the dry shaft, get that ordered up, and I think I can go ahead and do the speedometer now. So, here's what I think so far. You can't do this probably in a weekend. Maybe you could. You could if you had all your parts and everything. But it's a little bit of a challenge using the Lakewood deal there. Because you cannot use the original starter in it. So I bought one of them. That's $200. You got to modify everything a little bit. But I think I'm happy with the results as long as it works. I had to modify the mount here just a little bit. It was too high. But it comes with a million different holes so you can adjust it, so that wasn't really a big deal. I think everything's okay. Now, if I put aluminum heads on it, I gotta change the headers. And I really like them 3-pipe Pontiac headers. Pontiacs are a pain, the headers. Anyways, I'm gonna get back after it here. We had Paul's Dwight Yoakam guitars and cattle racks. I went down in the stash and I found a new speedometer cable, which I need because this one's bad. So I'm pretty excited about that, aren't you?
Yep.
For once, I found what I was looking for, and it didn't take hours and hours. There, for those of you who say she doesn't ever do nothing out here.
Who says that?
Those that do.
Those that do can't judge by a few minutes on the YouTube.
Right here, proof positive. She will do something. Proof positive. So, it's a good thing I saved that cable that was no good.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. I like to think it was good, but it won't turn, that's for sure. Oh look, Mrs. Heavy Chevy polished it. It's old Mr. Gasket. Pretty cool. You didn't do nothing with the knob though.
Well, I thought the knob, you had a new knob or something.
I do have a new knob.
Does it need polished?
No. Just needs installed. Well, the bummer is, cannot use that one. Won't fit. None of the adapters fit and the knob won't fit. So we're just going to have to use the old black one, I guess. That's alright. That's alright.
Huh.
That's alright. We can do that.
Didn't you make sure the knob
Maybe I ought to
was
put
right
that.
size when you ordered it?
They just sent me the knob. I didn't just tell them what size. That's alright. We don't need to tell nobody he's got a 5-speed. Well, I found this one, but its threads ain't right. I don't really like that anyways. I guess it's going to be the black knob. Right, babe?
Right, babe.
You know that's what her people always say, right? Right?
Right.
Mrs. Heavy Chevy carried in 2 cement blocks only. Made me carry in
One
that.
time.
Well, made me carry the other 2 in.
That's only
You know, you're a lot younger than me.
2 years and 15 days.
Is that all? Anyways, I can't seem to get much of a rise out of her. Set it down on the block so I can measure the drive shaft. Got that, sent it into the place. And that's all I can do to this old gal until the drive shaft comes and I got to order a speedometer cable. Because the one I salvaged all them years ago is no good. Good grief, what a mess.